Hey guys, it's Marshall Tingle with your Superior Ag Insurance Ringside report for this past week of September 8th through the 14th. So another busy week here in the state of Kentucky as far as your auction barns and markets are concerned. 24,377 head of cattle have been sold in the state of Kentucky. That's up 10,000 head more than what it was this past week. Now, if you consider it to this time last year, you're actually down about 4,000 head. But I think this market's had an up week. The board's been really, really good all the way up till about Friday. And I think it's time for the cattle to come to town. So that being said, your lightweight feeder steers and heifers going to be mixed this past week. $8 to $10 higher and or lower. Yearlings going to be pretty steady with a strong demand, guys. We had some really nice trades on some of these cattle. A lot of 7 weights and a lot of 9 weights. There's some 8 weights, but most of your 8s are your light 8s. It's not like what we normally see of 8s, 850s, 875s. A lot of light 8 weight cattle now. Now, as far as what are these little things worth going in, your 4 weight steer cattle today, 275 to 280 as an average this week. They topped off at 314. Your 5 weights were right there averaging right about the same. 5 weight steers, 275 to 280. They topped off at 305. 6 weight steer cattle, 245 to 250. They topped off at 278. Now, as far as these loads, like I said, a lot of lighter 8 weight loads this week than what we're normally used to seeing. But here's 62 head of black steers, weighed 830 pounds on the average at 239 and a quarter. Go just a little bit lighter, 61 head of these. These are all blacks as well, 823 on the average at 236 and a quarter. And then close off with some 850s. Here's 61 head of black steers, weighed 850 pounds at 233.75. But I will say as a whole, most of your 8 weights this past week have been trading somewhere in that 230 to 235 range. 233 is probably the magic number on most of these cattle. But check out some of these also special treats. Here's a load of 9 weights that traded really, really well. Here's 54 head of black steers, weighed 920 pounds on the average at 233.60. Then we had some Holstein cattle that had 55 head of Holstein steers, weighed 930 at $1.92. And I can tell you right now, that's a pretty good trade on a set of Holstein steers. Towards the end of last week, I was in Holstein country. These cattle right here out-traded those cattle right in the heartland of Holsteins. Now, let's talk about some heifers. Had a nice heifer trade. Here's 85 head of black heifers, weighed 556 at 263.50. So that's what's going on in your cash market. CME feeder cattle index. Well, September the 9th, Monday, September the 9th, CME was 242.99. Tuesday the 10th, your CME feeder cattle index, 243.04. Wednesday the 11th, 241.90. Thursday the 12th, 243.32, and I don't have Fridays yet, but stay tuned on your emails. We'll have Friday CME feeder cattle index to you just as fast as we can. Now, if you have any questions about any of this information or you're interested in the LRP policy, there's no better time than right now. Feel free to reach out to the guys. Call Ian Thomas at 859-613-2453. Call Adam Shoemaker at 859-338-4116. Call Cole Clark at 859-865-2980. And don't forget about Carrie Mosier. She's going to be at 270-929-8896, or check them out on the web, www.superioragins.com. As always, thank you so much. Hopefully you're getting some of this moisture. Talk to you next week.